Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we're going to show you how you can restore and repair the leather in your BMW. Now, this is a very common problem on older BMWs. The leather starts to turn very bad. It starts to tear, it starts to rip, you can have holes in it. And today we are going to show you how you can repair that instead of having your interior reupholstered using Colourlock products. Now, you've seen my first video on using Colourlock products. Today we're going to do a more extensive repair, and I'll show you in a minute what we're working with. But I just gotta give a huge shout out to Colourlock to helping make this video possible. So I'll have their link down below. They make some of the most amazing products to repair your leather for any car. All their stuff is basically to factory spec, and they even work in the factories helping repair leather on BMWs, Mercedes, Audi, everything like that. So I will have a link down below to Colourlock, and I'll show you the products that we're going to use. But before we do that, let's show you the hole that is in the leather and what we're working with on the seat. So taking a look, this is what we're going to be repairing. We're going to be filling in this hole, putting filler in here, re-dyeing it. As you can see, the rest of the seat is in harsh shape, but we're going to be going in and trying to fix all of this up. This is the driver's seat. Obviously the driver's seat sees the most wear and tear, so that is what we're going to do. We're going to try to fix it today with Colourlock products. We have a bunch of different things to try out on this, and we're doing it right. We're going to fill it, we're going to put primer on it, we're going to dye it, top coat, whole nines. So we'll show you guys that process. All right, so starting off with the process, we're going to start using Colourlock's strong leather cleaner to get off any grime, dirt, anything like that. We're going to go over the whole seat with a horsehair brush and then wipe it all off, and we'll show you all the dirt that we pull off on it. Alright, so we just cleaned the whole seat with the strong leather cleaner from Colourlock, and as you can see, the difference in color is absolutely insane. I'll show you what the old seats look like, or the other seat rather, in a second, but this has so much more of a peanut butter color, where the other passenger seat has more of a brown color, and it's just dirty. The amount of stuff that we took off was insane. We had to go over all this multiple times, but we are now going to hit it with a degreaser, but let me show you the other seat before. So here's the passenger seat, and you can see how much darker it is. I'm assuming someone smoked in this car, and that's why it's so dark and everything is just brown where it should be more of a peanut butter color. So let's get on to degreasing the car, and then we can start repairing the cracks and holes. As I mentioned, the next step is to use a solvent cleaner just to take off anything left over from the strong leather cleaner. So we'll do this now. Alright, so the next portion of this repair process is actually repairing the bad leather or any holes that we have. So right here we have a hole, and we're going to use this little piece of fabric that you stick in here as a backer and heat it up with a heat gun. It actually adheres to the back side, and then we can fill this part and this part over with filler to make this smooth. So we're just going to stick it in this hole and then use a heat gun. Alright, so once the patch panel, or whatever you want to call it, is in, and we used a heat gun as you saw, we are going to go over the spots that we are going to be filling with the Colourlock neutral binder. Alright, so we have the neutral binder applied. We did 2 coats. We are now in the process of sanding where we apply that. We applied the neutral binder on any spots that we plan on filling. next portion, we are starting to fill in any of the small cracks that need to be filled in with filler. After applying a couple coats of the filler, we are now block sanding it down and just trying to smooth it out and contour to the seats. Alright, so once the filler is dry, we are using the GLD solvent and either a microfiber, or we are using a sanding pad of some sort and taking off any of the filler that's in the cracks, or any of the filler that's on top, while only leaving filler in the cracks and in the spots that we want it. Alright, the next step, we have everything taped off, we have everything filled in that we want to have filled with the Colourlock filler. We are then going to use a primer from Colourlock as well before we actually spray on the new leather dye. Yes, we are spraying it, hence why everything is taped off. So we're going to apply this primer with a microfiber, let it dry, and then we're going to spray the leather dye and top coat. Alright everyone, so we just primed this. As you saw, everything is prepped and ready. Matt is going to now use our spray gun, and we are going to spray the leather dye. Alright, just to update everyone, as you can see, the dye has been sprayed. It is a pretty good match. This isn't perfect. I mean, you can only get so much. It really depends on how much time and effort you want to put in. This hole, unfortunately, was in a really bad spot. Some of these ones down here and over here and up here had some cracking and came right out. It looks great. We are now going to spray the top coat. This is, again, going to protect the leather, and we went for a matte finish because that's how leather is. It's usually a satin matte-like finish, so we're going to spray it on. Alright everyone, here's a final look at the seats. Bear in mind that we did not spray this part right here and this part right here. The bottom was sprayed, this was sprayed, this was sprayed, the headrest was sprayed, but this was not sprayed, and as you can see, you can't tell the difference. The only thing that we can see is the shine, and again, this is the leather will match because we're going to actually clear the whole thing. So the shine of the seats will be 100% that matte finish, but the color match is 100% perfect. This is decent. It was on a really tough spot to get it to look the way it was. There was a hole right here, and it was just really difficult, so you can't get that 100% perfect. But down here we had creases that we were able to almost virtually get rid of. Right here there was a crease that you can't even tell where it is. So this stuff works. It looks great. I walk around it a little closer to show you, but super happy with the results. So if you're thinking about doing this, again, I'll have all the products that we linked down below. You don't need to spray it, but you're gonna get a lot better results and even consistency when you do spray the dye and the top coat. And again, I did something like this in the past on my E46 seats, and it was just dye and it came right off. The way that this has been applied is going to last a long time, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for longevity. We don't want to just put some dye and have it rub off, or use your leather cleaner and pull it off. This stuff's going to be strong and it's going to stay permanent on the car seats. Alright everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This was a super awesome project that we did on Matt's seats. I tried something like this in the past with my E46 seats and it did not come out nearly as good. The dye was not a match, but I'm telling you guys, with Colourlock, it is a dead match, especially if you're able to find your color on their site. They have a lot of different colors offered on their site. If you have a BMW, they have all the colors. You just put in your color code for your interior and they will most likely have it. Again, I'll have everything linked down below that we used in today's video to get these awesome results. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll throw up some before and after pictures so you can see, but awesome project, super happy the way it came out. Like always, check out all of my links down in the description as they help out the channel at no cost to you. Give this video a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.